Hi, Joe Murphy. I'm back. I'm going to talk to you again about Peter Drucker. This book is called The Essential Drucker. It's a series of his essays. There's over, something like 552 pages of essays. Pretty good small print. I'm opening this up to objectives because it's the end of the year. We're going to talk about setting objectives. I want to read to you from the book because I think it's interesting because this essay is written over 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Most organizations do this, by the way, but there's still some that I'm working with that don't do this. What should objectives be? That's the heading of the paragraph. By the way, here's my highlighting from years ago. Each manager, from the big boss down to the production foreman or the chief clerk, needs clearly spelled out objectives. So everybody from the big boss, the president, all the way down to the individual needs clear, specific objectives. Specific. Now, the key part here is going to be coming up. These objectives should lay out what performance the person's own managerial unit is supposed to produce. So what he's saying here is each objective or each person should have an objective component of what that team is supposed to produce. Okay, so we're all in agreement to this. I'm going to use this whiteboard in just a second. They should lay out what contribution he or she and his or her staff or unit is expected to make to help the other units obtain their objectives. Ooh, does that sound like alignment? It is alignment. Further, they should spell out the contribution the manager can expect from other units towards the attainment of his or her own objectives. Right from the start, in other words, emphasis should be on teamwork. It says right here. And team results. I've been in organizations before. I'm going to get on the whiteboard here behind me, where team results didn't count. It was all about individual performance. And when you have individuals in an org chart, what happens is there's conflicts. There's conflicts if this person's results are different from this person's results or different measurements for this person. And while you may have different organizations, like this could be the financial unit, this might be production, and this might be, let's just say legal. If these are not in alignment with the goals of the CEO or the president or the head of the organization, you're going to have conflict between these business units. So for example, if you've got production, they want to get production out the door because of sales and revenue. Financial probably does as well. But there also may have a cost savings component in here where they're looking for the lowest price goods in order for them to put their products together, which could come back and bite them later because low quality, low cost is usually what happens. And then if you have legal, they're going to put contract barriers in place so they don't get sued. So if their goals are just legal goals and their goals are just financial goals, but their goals are production goals, this is going to be no teamwork, okay? There needs to be alignment, and there needs to be shared goals between these organizations, and that is critical. And a lot of organizations don't do that. They fall short, and that's the short-sightedness of the HR organization as well as the CEO. The top drives the culture, and what gets measured gets done. What gets measured gets done beats culture every single time. We've all heard strategy eats culture for breakfast or culture eats strategy for breakfast. What gets measured eats everything. Okay? And that's the critical aspect I want to leave you with. What gets measured gets done. Let me leave you with one last thought on this. The objectives of every manager should spell out his or her contributions to the attainment of the company's goals in all areas of the business. Obviously, not every manager has a direct contribution to make in every area. For example, the contribution that marketing makes to productivity it may be small. But if a manager and his unit or her unit are not expected to contribute toward any one of the areas that significantly affect prosperity and the survival of the business, this fact should be clearly brought out. It's still essential today. My name is Joe Murphy, and I'm here for your success. Thanks for watching.